Welcome to the Coastal Carolina Supply warehouse in Raleigh, North Carolina. Coastal Carolina Supply is a company that supplies pool chemicals and janitorial goods to central North Carolina. They have a trucking operation as well as a warehouse. As you walk into the warehouse, you'll see the tall ceilings and open space for storage of the products. Storage of the products is very important as a lot of space is required in between the products for forklifts to move around and operate. Daily operations include forklifts moving and transporting goods on and off trucks, completing orders, managing inventory, and maintenance checks. In a warehouse, there's tons of risks that can be that are involved with keeping everyone safe. There can be forklifting accidents, trucking accidents, falling products accidents from stacking products too high, slips and falls, or hazardous material accidents. As we walk through the warehouse today, we'll take a look at some of these products and how we can minimize the risk of accidents that happen. As you see, we look around the warehouse, products are securely stored with wide aisles in between to allow for easy transportation. Individual items are stored on shelves, while bulk items are stored on the ground on pallets. As we continue, you'll see that there's also a ton of boxes to make bulk orders with. And then as we round the corner, you'll see the hazardous chemicals and where they are stored. Hazardous chemicals are stored by themselves as to not contaminate other aspects of the warehouse with hazardous material contamination. Only trained employees should be using hazardous chemicals, and they should be wearing personal protective gear as well. And there's the corner where majority of the hazardous materials are kept. This is the warehouse office. It is located in the center of the warehouse. It is the break room for employees, the office space, and is where a majority of the maintenance forms, forklifts inspections, fire inspections, and other warehouse inspections are kept for documentation. As you can see, the loading dock is outside. This is where the trucks pull up. They're supposed to be between the yellow lines, and their wheels are supposed to be chalked at all times and with the emergency brake on. This truck is parked in between the yellow lines and backed all the way up to the building like it's supposed to be with the emergency brake on, minimizing the gaps for injuries. As we walk inside, you'll see the loading dock and how clear the aisle is for forklifts to operate in and out, as well as lights for allow the employees to see. The yellow lines help avoid injury to keep products out of the way. The door locks and rolls up so that it's not a nuisance to anybody, and you are allowed, and then the truck is right there for you to go in and out of. Forklifts are what carry the products around. They are very important to be kept and maintained, as we have a preventative maintenance plan for them, and all employees should be trained and licensed to drive the forklift. The forklift also has a maximum capacity that's located on the nameplate or the manufacturer's plate, and that weight should not be exceeded as to not cause accidents with the forklift. Mirrors are also hung from the ceiling on the aisles and rows so that forklift operators can maneuver around without hitting each other and can see what's around the blind corner. On the ground, there are also yellow lines to keep products in a designated area so that the products are not strewn across, and there's open aisles and rows for the forklifts to maneuver around and not hit each other as well. As you see, the bulk orders are kept on the ground and the boundaries, as well as the shelves are also kept inside the yellow boundary line. And the shelves hold individual pieces, and those pieces put together should not overweigh the designated weight that each shelf can hold. and that label for the amount of pounds each shelf can hold is on the outside of each shelf. Hazardous materials are very dangerous and should only be handled by trained people. They should be using personal protective gear and should have access to a shower in case there's spilled on them. Floor scrubbers are used to help the floors clean and keep the floors clean and tidy, and in order to prevent any spills or falls or slips. Emergency exit signs are also located throughout the warehouse, as well as fire protection and a sprinkler system that runs the entire length and width of the warehouse through the ceiling. Fire equipment should be inspected by a fire marshal at least once a year, but checked every single month routinely to ensure that everything is operating correctly. These are just some of the risks that are involved with the Coastal Carolina warehouse. We are working hard to minimize these risks daily and keep all our employees safe, and look forward to serving our customers.